All right, on the ropes out here at No Excuse Gym, I got Lamont Roach Sr., man. Finally got it. Finally linked up with him after the fights. I should have been there, Coach.
Yeah. Why we
I ain't get no credentials to this fight, Coach. I don't understand. I've been at all the Tank fights.
What happened, man? You ain't get no
You tell
man.
me. You tell me.
No, man, cause you stood 10 toes now, man. You got that credentials.
Yeah, I was hearing how you was making sure, man, that people from the area, man, when they made it up there, man, you made sure they got in that door, man. I didn't want to make them calls, man. I knew you was getting ready for one of your biggest fights in your career, man.
We're working overtime, getting them guys in, man. They do a lot for the area, a lot for the fighters, man, and it don't go unnoticed, and they need to get in there, man. They need to get in there for them big fights as well.
Man, let's start it off by saying, man, you won that fight on that night, man. What was your reaction? First of all, what was your reaction to the decision? But before that, what was your reaction when everything was going down with the chaos, when he went to the knee, the count, and going through the ropes? What was your thoughts at the time?
Man, we was like, that's a knockdown. What you doing? He started the count, and then he stopped the count. So, Coach Ben was really going hard after the referee. So I was like, you handle that, and I'm going to handle Lamont in between, so make sure he don't lose focus, because fight go on, you know what I'm saying? That was something out of our control, but we was boisterous about it, like, man, what the fuck going on? Never seen nothing like that in my life.
Speaking of the coaching, Coach, the adjustments, when you hear the talking in between, in the rounds in the corners, man, I say definitely, man, 100%, man, did an outstanding job with the adjustments. Definitely, man, I say, man, you out Coach Barry on that day, man, as far as what you can hear is the adjustments and see Lamont implementing those adjustments, man, great strategy.
Yeah. We had a game plan, man, and get Lamont nothing but kudos, man, for executing it, man. Either one was in there, you know what I'm saying? So, we worked out pretty good for us, you know what I'm saying? We knew, I called them the Upton Bangers, man. They was trying to double team me, man, but, so we love competition over here, man. I'm used to both of them guys, they're used to me, so let's do it, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much that's how I feel, so let's do it.
Now, I got to ask you, I don't know if you had any privy to this pre-fight, but I remember Lamont was saying, man, I've been hearing some things in the streets. Did you know Barry was going to be the main trainer for that fight? And did it surprise you?
No, I didn't. I didn't know he was going to be the main trainer. It did. Because him and Calvin, they always, you hear little stuff, but they always get back together. You know what I'm saying? But if he was going to go to somebody, Barry was an option for him because, he's been there before, for Pitbull Cruz fight. I think another fight, earlier in his career, you know what I'm saying? So I was surprised, man. Lamont talked about his options and Barry was definitely one of them.
Hold on 1 second. All right, we back, Coach. Just giving your thoughts on the fight. It was a great exchange. I think, was that round 6 where they were really going at it? That heated exchange in the middle of the ring?
Round 9. After
that was 9. Yeah, that's right.
It's after the knee.
After the knee.
Yeah, they went at it.
What was your thoughts on that, man? Straight up.
Hey, man, that's two champions going at it, man. Saying, hey, man, let's see what you got and show you what I got, man. I knew at some point we were gonna get to it. That's something we was ready for. Surprised a lot of people, didn't surprise us. You know what I'm saying? We was ready for that. We was ready for anything they bring to the table, man. So, Lamont's defense is something that is very unappreciated. He's one of the best defensive fighters in boxing.
Do you think Tank was surprised? And what I mean by that is, man, that I think a few times in that fight he was definitely hurt, or if not rocked a little bit.
Yeah, I think we rocked him a couple of times. I don't think Tank was too surprised. Cause leading up the fight, Tank was saying that Lamont was a good fighter, and I think he meant that. You know what I'm saying? So he knew what we was in for. Like, this is where we knew what we was in for. You know what I'm saying? So I kept saying it was gonna be a great matchup, and people ain't want, they just casual fans, or they didn't know, or they didn't know us. They just know Tank. You know what I'm saying? They just love Tank. He earned that reputation. But Tank knew, and we knew what type of fight it was, and it played out to be a great fight.
Lamont spoiled the party, man. On that night, man, I think he was expecting, to announce his fight with Jake Paul, man. Go for that money grab.
Of course.
It look like you don't put that on pause, man. And right now, the talk around, at least in our area, and from what I seen on different platforms on major podcasts, it got to be a rematch.
Got to be a rematch, man. That's the talk, not just here, just all around. Everybody wants to see it. One of the better fights in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So part 2 will be even better. It's definitely demanded by the fans, and it should be next. And we looking forward to it, man. I think it's gonna be better than the first one.
Just to clarify things for the people, Lamont is signed and ready to go for the rematch, correct?
Yeah, we signed, sealed, and delivered. He said that already. Signed, sealed, and delivered. You know, so we just patiently waiting on
Tank. Just say it, man. Waiting on Tank, man.
Just waiting on that side to announce, man. That's all.
Man, Lamont waiting on a couple of calls. I think Tank owed him like $250 on that bet, man. He said he was gonna sleep Lamont.
Yeah, that 250. We gonna get that 250, man. He owe that. You know what I'm saying? I think that man his word. You know what I'm saying? He's a known better, so he don't be known as no ass better. So I think he's trading that out.
You know, in the meantime, in between time, you've had other champions at the 135, you know, express their interest in fighting Lamont. You don't heard Shakur, you know, over there with Turkey Al-Sheikh. You know, with Turkey, you know, Shakur said, man, he made the biggest bag ever in his career. Matter of fact, the person he fought, the electrician, said he retired. He said he ain't even had to go back to being an electrician after that. So you have that option of Shakur. And now you got Key said, yeah, he would love to get in there with you.
Yeah, like Lamont said, you know, he won all the champions. He said he was gonna spoil the party, which I thought was gonna happen March 1st. He was gonna spoil it. He said it was gonna be a rematch. You said it was gonna be a rematch. So that's what landing up to a rematch. But there's other champions out there. We want all the top fighters. You know what I'm saying? So that's the level Lamont is at. I think he proved that to the world, and we want to continue big fights like that. So whatever's next is next. Line them up.
Okay, you know, with that being said, Coach, how disrespectful was it with those odds? 20-something to 1.
20-something to 1.
You know, they was comparing it to Buster Douglas, but let's keep it 100. Lamont was not a Buster Douglas fighter. Going by his accolades as an amateur to what he has accomplished as a pro, being a world champion at 130, how did you feel about those odds?
It's laughable, to be honest with you. I'm saying disrespectful and laughable because Lamont has been at the top of the boxing game since he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And boxers know it. His same age bracket or a little bit above him or beneath him, they know he's one of the top dogs all time. And he was a world champion. Buster Douglas wasn't a world champion. But that's because kind of social media area we live in, the casual fans. And, you know, Tank, you know, he had 95%. His record was saying that he was going to win. So, but them odds discrediting Lamont's skill level, just add a few to the 5. You know what I'm saying? We laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? We laugh at some of the comments as well. So, you know, but we knew what was going to happen. We knew it was going to be a great fight with two skilled champions in their prime, man. And it just Lamont had the right dance partner finally to display his skills so the world could see how truly great he is.
And I said it, man. I called it. I gotta ask, Coach. The reports have been saying June 21st. Man, is the reports true that y'all June 21st out there in Vegas? I've been hearing a lot on Blue and all them saying.
I'm hearing what y'all hear, man. Ain't nothing concrete, and you gonna see official announcement. You see announcement come from Tank page, our page, and PBC page, man. That's where it's gonna be listed at. But until then, it's speculation. I haven't had no concrete dates on anything. But we're gonna stay ready for when that day comes, man. So.
Yeah, okay, in between the time as you negotiating and waiting on Tank, like I said, the other offers been coming in. How close have them other offers been? Like on the Shakur Stevenson side and on the Keyshawn, because we've been hearing that Keyshawn supposed to be fighting De Los Santos. I mean, there's so much out there in boxing right now.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, everything just talks right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seen the performance, and you know what I'm saying, so they were mine. I'm sharing the ring. So, and them the type of fights we want. You know, world championship fights. So we'll see how this goes. If we don't, then we're gonna line it up with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we had obligations to go to, man. We got the opportunity. We were given the opportunity. We're gonna honor what we were given, and we'll run it back. That's our first and foremost goal right there. Get that thing back.
You know, with that being said, Coach, what's the likelihood of that rematch happening in your opinion right now?
I think it's a fight. It's a fight this man called for, man. So I think it's the fans demand. I think it'll be huge. it's gonna be.
You say gotta get that money right too this time. Gotta get that money right. Gotta get that money right.
I think it does numbers, man. I just think everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's all around. You look at the comments from all around the United States. Everybody talking about that fight, even in the UK. You know, so you ask anybody what's his next move should be, they're gonna say running back. So it's highly anticipated. Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this because there was a lot of talks about this, right? They was trying to compare it to when Deontay Wilder had did the rematch with Fury. Like he should have left it alone. And then when he went back to fight Fury, you know, that took away his nostalgia of being the knockout artist, man. You think Tank might stay away from this, man? Lamont might be his kryptonite, man. You never know.
I think Tank want to get it back. I think he want to get back in there and prove he's still, I still say he's still Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy for people to discredit that man, you know, for what he accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a great fight, and which he said was going to be a great fight, it just a lot of people didn't want to believe him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's a competitor, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a rivalry. So I think he wants to entertain that. You know what I'm saying? I think he wants to prove. Like, we got a lot to prove because we wasn't happy at all with that draw. Make no mistake about it. Had to calm Lamont down after the fight. Very disappointed. So he got himself together, came out there, and you know what I'm saying, and handled it like a true professional.
You know, Coach, your gym is no excuse, right? But I've been hearing a lot of excuses about that, about Tank's performance on that night. I just gotta keep it 100, man. No other fight they did that to Tank, but this fight they say, he been talking about retirement. He didn't have Coach Calvin as the main. What's your thoughts on that? You think it would have been different?
No different at all. Calvin was there, Kenny was there, Burry was there. You know what I'm saying? They had multiple people that been around the sport. Tank known for looking out the ring. Go to his other fights. He looking in the camera, he looking at his mom dance, he looking at Mayweather, he looking at Leonard, he looking at. He does. They look cussing, talking to T.O. out of the ring. He does that in the ring. That's part of his fight style. So y'all see him, say he ain't focused. That's just how he fight. You know what I'm saying? Lamont just made things look a little different in there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that Tank wasn't focused. They were saying he came in best shape of his life, came in at 139. He had to lose no weight. He had to train, just focus on training. We was in trouble. I'm sure he had a camp. Y'all seen the videos and stuff like that. He was working. You know what I'm saying? He was in camp. He put the work in. He just was in there with another great fighter, man. That's what happened when two great fighters face each other. You know what I'm saying? What gonna be no cakewalk? And Lamont just proved a lot of people wrong, and he proved Tank right.
Yeah, I gotta ask you this, Coach. The 130 division, he's a champion there. You got people down there trying to. Shocky Foster there, and them, man. They want that smoke, man. But right now, 35 is the division, Coach, man. That's what the action is. Do you see Lamont eventually dropping that belt?
I don't know, man. We're gonna see, man. Lamont got
options.
He got some options. You know what I'm saying? He feel good at 35 though. Nice, big, and strong. He still can make 30s. That Shocky fight, Foster fight, you know what I'm saying, was building up prior to this fight. You know what I'm saying? So that is definitely a unification down there that is still an option to take. You know what I'm saying? I think Shocky, Navarrete, but the Shocky would be the one. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a great fight right there. Shocky probably the best after Lamont down there in that division. And so wouldn't mind sharing the ring with him.
I gotta ask you this, Coach. You see Terrence Crawford, man, trying to make a little history, moving up 2 weight classes, go up there and fight Canelo. 3, yeah, going up there to fight Canelo, right? Now you just had Gary Antuanne win that belt at 140 there. Brother Gary, I know he Coach Gary now. But could you see Lamont going on one more, man?
Hey, man, you see Lamont said he was going to do this. And he eventually was saying he was going to go to 140. So I can see Lamont going to 140.
How do you see that matchup, man, with him and Gary Antuanne, man?
That'd be a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? Them two, Gary bring the heat, man. They from the same area. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it'll be an awesome fight. You know what I'm saying? If that was to take place, you know what I'm saying? Gary, I was happy to see him win his title, man. Bounce back. I love stories like that when people, come back. You know what I'm saying? Because people try to give up on you after a loss, and he showed his resilience and went out there and dominated the world champion, man. Hats off to him.
Yeah, I definitely probably would like to see him and Richardson Hitchison, but it looked like he's headed to Cambosa's road. Look like Cambosa's gonna get that.
Yeah. Him and Richard got some history. He get that. He need to get. I know he want that lick back with what's the guy he lost to?
Yeah,
they got the belt.
I know you're talking about bald head.
He was on the car.
Yeah.
My man, I know his name. Just forget.
It's slipping my put. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, it's slipping my mind, but we know who.
I know eventually he want that lick back. You know, I know what type of guy Antuanne is. He want to get that lick back.
Now, Coach, I did not know this. I thought Lamont was a pro box fighter. I didn't realize, he's actually independent.
No, actually, we Lamont's with No Excuse Promotions.
No, okay.
We have a deal with Pro Box.
Like a partnership type deal.
Network, so we are he is part of Pro Box.
So it allows him to make these moves that we see, to get the Tank fights and the Garcia fights.
Because they part of the team, they part of the network TV deal with us, and he's part of the Lamont team overall, Gary Jonas. So he is Pro Box and No Excuse Promotions combined.
What's that experience been like for you, Coach, man? Because you got a big card coming up. What I mean by big card on April 12th is the young talent. The future faces of boxing, there's quite a few that could be world champions on that card that they get to see early.
I believe it's a lot of people on that card that actually gonna headline the card in the future, and not in the near future. You know what I'm saying? It's Stack, DMV. That's what I'm trying to do. Get these fights, get them on a platform where they could be seen, and who they can from Rising Star to Contender to World to Championship Series. We got the Contender Series coming. Combined with the Rising Star Series, so you can see these fighters grow. You know what I'm saying? They go from Rising Star to Contender to World Championship Series. So I'm providing a platform for that, man. I'm very happy about that, and I'm gonna give opportunities to people in the area to showcase their talent, man. So get with us.
That's a great point, Coach, because what you see right now, what Pro Box is doing, showcasing these fights that you see pretty much every couple of weeks or every weekend for the most part. That they've taken that void that you've seen maybe from like the PBC or Showbox or anything like that used to put on fights on a regular basis, that they fill that void. And I know it's more competition coming with the Turkey Al-Sheikh and Dana White with the TKO, but what we've seen right now with Pro Box, they establish themselves as the platform to showcase the young fighters, the next talent.
True players in the game, and you can watch fighters grow under their platform, from Rising Stars to Contenders to World Championship level. They setting the blueprint out there. They was grinding, man. As you can see right now, they all over. They just left California. They headed to Philly April 5th. They coming to DC April 12th. Then they going to Orlando in May. They going back out. You know what I'm saying? They coming back here. So activity is the key. And if you're a young fighter in this sport, you want activity. So they providing it. So not only for the young fighters, for like the people trying to get to the World Championship level as well. So the Contender Series. So awesome platform. Love what they doing over there. Glad to be part of it. Glad to be partners with them. And it's only gonna get better from here. It just gets started. It's only gonna get better.
Now I gotta ask you about this, Coach, man. As you're getting more and more involved with your pros, man, and putting on cards and everything of that nature, where are we with the amateur program here with No Excuse Gym?
The amateur program still strong, man. I ain't gonna never stop that. So I'm building my coaches up so they can travel and tend to the kids when we're not able to make it. But you still gonna see me in national tournaments. I ain't gonna stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it comes. That's my joy right there too. Seeing them accomplish stuff as kids. Cause everybody ain't gonna be pro. That might be their pinnacle right there in the amateur level. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a big fan of the amateurs, and I'm gonna continue to support that program. Our program gonna continue to grow, and we're gonna have more world champions coming out of our program.
What's your thoughts on Olympics boxing coming back for the 2028?
We'll get it's rightfully so. I don't know why I was even on the chopping block. It shouldn't have been talked. 100 years of sport. A lot of it's the dreams that people go after. Not everybody. There's other ways to skin a cat, but it's something that a lot of kids dream of, and it's a great sport, and it needs to stay there. So we gotta do what we gotta do to keep it there.
Now, last question, Coach, man. This is for the people, man. What's the likelihood? Is it above 90%, man, that we're going to see this rematch, or you think Lamont will be facing someone else?
Man, we gonna see this rematch, man. See this rematch and then face somebody else. But
Hey, man,
this rematch is it, man. Everybody calling for it. It's a public demand, man. It's a United States demand, overseas demand. Everybody want to see it. You can't go on a podcast. You can't go on any comment to see they ain't saying run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back, Slim.
It'd be great if it was here in this area where it belongs, but I don't think so. But everybody want to run it back, man, and I think it's gonna be better than the second one.
Hey, Coach, man, I truly appreciate your time. And again, for all those, man, come on.
Better than the first one. The second one better than the first one.
I hear that. Man, everybody got to come on out, man. April the 12th out there at Maryland Live, man. Check out the future, man. Really, man, from the DMV area, man, that get to showcase their talent and put on for the people, man.
Yeah, everybody, please come out, man. Come support the young fighters. Support the fighters that's trying to go to championship status. You got a hell of a card, man, and you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now. You go on Maryland Live. You go up to there in person to get them. You can DM me. And Team No Excuse to get tickets, or hit one of the fighters up on the card. Get the tickets, man. You don't want to miss this card. Trust me. One of the best cards in the area.
Hey, Coach.
In a while.
When that Tank Lamont rematch is announced, man, can y'all please make sure I get on that list?
How you get off the list, man?
I don't know how I ain't getting, man. Again, you see me at all this stuff. You see me behind. Why this fight? You tell me.
Oh man, I don't. Yeah, that Reaper shirt on, man.
I must say, because that Reaper shirt got me no credentials.
Why to mess with the Reaper, man?
Hey, man, it's all good. I'm 10 toes down.
Yeah, you stood there, man, all the way through.
Took all that heat.
You stood there. You shining though, cause you called money, man.
Yeah.
You called money, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Money.
I just want to be there for the rematch. I want to be there.
Don't put you on there, man. Like this.
But I appreciate your time as always, Coach. Right, Coach Bing ever reach out to you?
Coach Bing, yeah, he hit me up.
Yeah.
What's up, Bing? My man, right there.
Man, they be on the squad right now. Good Lord, they woted, man. Man, you know he always working, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. 100.
Man, but I appreciate your time as always, man. No excuse. Lamont Roach Sr. We out.